Hello friends, welcome to SpiceyCatColors. You are here tonight with a special guest. You're probably like, what the heck is on the table, Kathy? Well, new and seasoned friends, we are here to finally participate in the Coloring Scare Tag that has been going around YouTube. It was created by the lovely Emma Colors 2020 and Colorfully Optimistic. Earlier, it's been a couple weeks, and I have wanted to do this, and I have not been able to. So Emma and Corey, thank you for creating this very fun tag, and I have been watching a lot of the videos. And I noticed that several YouTube creators are bringing in someone to film with them. Their partner, their spouse, their friend, whatever it is. So I pitched the idea, and guess who said yes? This is Eddie's hand. You've heard about him. He pays me to color. He's the man behind Coloring for Coins, and he is going to do the tag with us. Now, Eddie doesn't color, and he wanted to do something besides just sit in the chair and read the questions. So, he's a Lego man. He is going to build a tractor, which is really not so scary. And I'm going to color a page in the Beauty of Horror Tricks and Treats by Ellen Roberts. This is scary. I've only colored this page.
But if you're wondering what a tractor has to do with being scary, if any of you have ever had a haunted hayride, instead of using horses nowadays, to use tractors, because it's more convenient than a horse and less messy.
Heads up, if you thought I came up with stories, you're about to meet the master. And you will understand where it all comes from. So, hopefully nobody is triggered or scared by this book. I am working on a buddy color in it, and the one part that I thought was kind of scary, I covered up. So I'm going to be coloring this page. And I put the post-it over the kind of scary part. And we all know I won't get that far on it, but like I said, I'm a little nervous because I have not colored an actual page in here, and I have two that I'm doing for Buddy Winging 2021. If you guys didn't know, I decided to make a hashtag halfway through the month, so any buddy colors that you do, they do not have to be Halloween. And if you post them on Instagram, and okay, hold on a moment, because now we have a hacking cat. Okay, we're back. We all know, if you're a seasoned friend, a cat may hijack this whole thing. So, yes. So again, thank you Emma and Corey for creating this tag. And because I'm so late in the game, I am privileged to be triple tagged. Is that like triple dog dared? I'm not quite sure, but I was triple tagged. So I have been tagged by my friend Tammy over at Tammy Colors 2, my friend Johanna, Jojoza Hana, I always say her channel name wrong, and I was tagged by my friend Missy at Missy's Coloring Craze. So all 5 of those ladies, crinkling, just giving him the look. He's like, I'm getting my parts out. Just giving him a hard time. So yes, all 5 of those ladies' videos will be posted in the description down below. Okay, so grab yourself a snack and a drink, because this is 20 questions, and it is Kathy and Eddie, by the way. Did I introduce him other than my husband's hand? So, Kathy and Eddie, I'm going to work on this page. He is going to build his tractor. Let us dive in to the questions for the Coloring Scare Tag. Question number 1. What weapon would you choose if you were living in The Walking Dead? We didn't rehearse this or have any idea who's going to go first. And I apologize, reaching across because my markers are behind you. And I'm coloring sideways, so Eddie has some workspace. Okay, back to the question. Is that it? A shovel?
Is it a shovel? it can be more than a shovel, but yes, I think a shovel would be a perfect weapon.
Why would you choose a shovel?
Well, you can always sharpen the edges on the shovel. Use it as slinging. You can dig holes. So, I mean, it's just a regular shovel, but it's more than just a shovel. You can do various things. You just got to be creative with it.
Oh.
Just like with Legos.
Have you watched The Walking Dead at all?
Nope. Never
Me either.
watched it.
I know it's about zombies.
Yeah, that's about it.
So I thought about this for a bit, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm like the only kid that couldn't hit the target in hunter safety, like in 2nd grade, so not a gun, and I'm not the most coordinated. So I have decided my weapon of choice would be knitting needles. Because one of my favorite scenes is in the original Halloween where Jamie Lee Curtis sticks the knitting needle through Michael Myers' head. And I thought, I can just be sitting there looking like this clueless oaf knitting, which I don't know how to do, but maybe I'd have time to learn if I'm, just watching out for zombies all day. And then they think I'm easy prey and they come up, bam, I got them. The only downside is I'd have to have close proximity. So yeah, my weapon of choice, knitting needles. Eddie didn't know that was coming. Okay, number 2. If you were paid to stay the night in a haunted house, would you, and how much would they have to pay you?
I would say yes, and I would probably, bring some NyQuil or something to help me sleep for the night. But I mean, it's just a house. It's for me. It's no big deal. How much? Enough to make it worth it, I guess. I don't know what enough would be. It just depends what my current situation is at the time.
What my bills are at the moment. So I don't know if I ever told you this, but I stayed in a haunted house at my cousin Julie's wedding. I forget what it was. It was in San Antonio, and I think they'd converted it to a bed and breakfast. Was it the Bullis house or something? I should have done my research. And it was supposedly haunted. My mom and I didn't notice anything. But heck yeah. So there are, as many of us have said, some criteria. I would prefer not to be alone, so I would bring Eddie with me. And I would want to pick my date and time unbeknownst to the host. Because, think about it, if someone's paying you to stay at this haunted house, they're gonna, jerry-rig some stuff to happen, whether it's legit or not. So I'm gonna, come and go, and you're not gonna know I was there. But I will bring cameras, video cameras, and do a really kind of cool blog and prove it. So yeah, and it has to be a neat and tidy haunted house. I don't want anything where it's all dusty, cobwebby spiders. No, it can just be a neat and tidy house. I know, I'm a little something extra. So that's my question, or my answer. Number 3, what superstition / urban legend do you believe?
Superstition / urban legend.
Hi, Frankie.
I'll have to think about that one.
So, superstitions, I'm not really, I say I don't believe them, but they cross my mind, when it happens. Do I purposefully walk under a ladder? No. But do I think I'm going to have bad luck if I do? No. We've already pushed Frankie off several times. You can see how successful that was. Because now there's a new toy up here. He has not met Lego before. So I don't really, we have black cats. I don't believe in that. Friday the 13th, not unlucky. So not really superstitions. Kill a spider, it's going to rain. Again, but whenever those things happen, I think about them. Urban legends, no, same thing. I don't really know a lot. We have our own local, like not very far away. We've got Crazy Annie's Bridge, which is the hot place right now, but I haven't been there. So do I believe it? I don't know. So I don't think I do. No, not superstitious. Don't really believe the urban legends. They make good stories, but don't believe in them. Don't believe in them. Oh, yeah. Okay, Frankie. So what do you think? Do you ever do like the Bloody Mary, say it into the whatever?
I guess I never really got into the superstition thing. I mean, we each have our own superstition, you know. I guess the only one I can see is if, with cats, can see a person's soul.
Oh, well, we do catch our cats like staring off into the corners of the room or other things. Don't you, Frankie? And I always wonder, oh, who are you seeing? They don't freak out or not, but yep, you still got your instructions in the viewfinder. Sorry, we're just gonna keep rolling with this, and maybe we'll get rid of him, but it's just easier. Maybe he's protecting people that don't like my scary picture. Number 4, which horror movie did you never get over?
Which horror movie did I never get over?
Yeah, that like still haunts you today. Don't chew on my ohus.
Oh no! Again, I'm not the type of person who really. And Kathy will tell you that sometimes when we're watching a movie, I'll pause it and just, you know, point things out. Like, seriously, that happened? Oh, come on. You know, it's... So, as in a horror movie, I guess the closest one would be The Exorcist when I was a little young kid. But the original Exorcist.
And it was more so probably because you watched it while you were young.
Right.
Okay. So, mine, well, I have 2. The first one is the one I can never get over, and my friends laugh at me, but it's Planet of the Apes. The original. It's not a horror show, but it always freaked me out because I was a teenage, like young teenage, 13, and I swear it was on every time I had to babysit past midnight, and it was the only show that I could watch. And it was the music that always was eerie, and it freaked me out. But in honesty, the one that sticks in my head is not a big blockbuster, but it's called Tarantulas, Deadly Cargo. And it scares me, and I still think of it today because these tarantulas hopped on the cargo crates of coffee beans and were transferred into the United States. And they, like, I don't know how they multiplied so quickly, but it was like pre-arachnophobia. Oh, if you keep bugging him, he doesn't like it, so he moved out of Eddie's way. So that one, it's like in the 70s, and it's scary because it could happen. Those are always the scary movies to me. Okay. Number 5. What is your favorite scary and or Halloween coloring book?
My favorite scary book or Halloween?
Coloring book.
The ones that have a lot of small pages and she gets the whole thing done because of the pennies for pages or whatever.
Coloring for coins.
Coloring for coins.
No, you should say the big ones that take me longer. So scary one, well, this is really the only scary one I have. But my favorite general Halloween, I think I mentioned this before. Frankie, can we show the people, our friends? Is Jade Summer Cute Witches. Because it was the first one I bought. It was my first Jade Summer book. It was my first grayscale book. And it was my first Halloween coloring book. Number 6. What is the scariest book you've ever read? Like, reading book.
Lord of the Flies.
That was scary to you?
In a way, yeah, because it was kind of a reality, and it just, you never know when something like that could actually happen to you.
See, it's the, like, potential this really could happen in real life. That's the scary stuff. I don't know that I can think of, when I was in high school in my 20s, I read a lot of horror, Robin Cook, Stephen King, classic, not Vincent Price, but Edgar Allan Poe. Loved all that stuff. I don't read as much now. Probably the one that freaked me out the most, and this is the book before the movies, was Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Just because, again, it's like, I've always been an animal lover, and it's like, oh, once they pass, if I could bring them back, that would be so cool. But seeing what happens when you actually did that in the book, well, hearing it in your mind and seeing it was way worse than the movie did it. So that one's still there. It was a good book. I would read it again, but definitely kind of hit me. Number 7. If you could be a scary monster, what one would you be? Now, I am going to assume this could be a real monster. Are there real monsters? Or fictional? I'm not sure. People will argue, is Bigfoot real? I don't know. But which monster would you be?
Honestly, I think Bigfoot it would be.
You would be Bigfoot?
I mean, I'm big into sugar skulls, but Bigfoot would be it. It'd be the closest thing to Chewbacca. And I like Chewbacca, if you follow Star Wars. Chewie's a good character. I've always liked him. And it'd either be Bigfoot or Groot.
Groot. Okay. So my monster, I'm like, I don't know. I suppose some type of witch. But then I'm like, no. I would be Roz from Monsters, Inc. Because there's nothing scarier than the lady that's always after you. Mike Wazowski, you didn't turn in your paperwork. That lady at work. And here's her picture. She just kind of looks scary. And that's kind of my body shape. So, yeah, I'd be Roz. Number 8, what is the scariest place you have ever been?
The scariest place I've ever been. Get back to me on that one.
Oh, he doesn't know. My answer... Now, all of my answers, I'm keeping them fun skewed, because I could go real life skewed, and that's just no fun. So mine are all fun skewed. But truly, one of the places that still has traumatized me are basements. Now, not all basements, but like both my grandparents growing up had old houses, and not even everybody has basements, so you may not know what the heck I'm talking about. But it's, this area dug into the ground under your house. And they were like dirt floor, just imagine creepy crawlies. There were spiders, and I don't even want to know everything. And of course, they weren't very solid foundations, so you'd have water dripping. And even the first house Eddie and I lived in, I would not go in that basement again because of the spiders. So to me, that's the scariest place, because I'm just like, they're going to jump on me. They're going to... get in my hair. I'm going to walk into their cobwebs. Yeah, so basements. Not all basements, but I think you all know the types. Did that help you, Eddie?
Well, since you're talking, for me in reality it would be the middle of the night, say 2-3 o'clock in the morning. The middle of winter during a snowstorm up in the mountains, which is what I actually experienced, and that was the scariest time of my life, is driving through that, going up one side of the mountain, and this I'm talking up in the northwest part of the United States called Cabbage Pass. We had to go up, and by the time we hit to the top, we had a blizzard, and by the time we were going down, started getting out of the blizzard, and then started hitting icy fog, and that's when I started slipping and sliding going down under a heavy load. By the time I got to the bottom, I looked at my hands, and you can see my hands are a nice color. My hands were white as
It's mine.
as hers, just from holding on to that steering wheel. They were white, and but it was quite the awakening too. It just so after that, when I would be driving during winter, that's when it'd be during, especially when I'd have to drive a semi truck, would be just during the blizzard is be my most stressful, scariest times.
Okay. I don't like driving at night in the rain. Here, Frankie, how about your toy? Yeah, those are good answers. Okay. Number 9. Are you scared of the dark? And if so, what scares you most about the dark?
Am I scared of the dark? No, not really.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not scared of the dark either. Both Eddie and I work overnights, so we're kind of used to the dark. The only thing that, and it doesn't scare me, is that crosses my mind is I'm going to trip over a cat or step on a cat or something like that, because if I can't see. But yeah, no, I'm not scared of the dark. Number 10. Do you go to the toilet with the lights on or off after a scary movie? And if you have a closet, would you need to have the door fully closed to sleep?
After a scare, it doesn't matter. I guess if I'm standing up, yeah, having a little light would help. Everybody would appreciate it, I guess.
Yes, we would.
Closet door open or closed, I guess it doesn't matter to me. I mean, closet's a closet.
Right, yeah, I'm kind of the same. Well, a little bit different. So, closet, no, we always keep closet doors open because otherwise you trap a cat and that causes a whole other issue. So, just leave them open to begin with. And as far, no, again, this is another Kathy oddity. I don't mind peeing in the dark, but I first have to turn the light on to lift up the toilet seat to make sure there's not any creatures in there because I have this irrational fear. I'm sure I saw it in a movie somewhere, of a snake coming up through the pipes and up the toilet while I'm sitting on it. Where did that come from? I don't know. But I don't linger when I'm sitting on the toilet because I'm like, something's going to be in there. Anyway, more weird things about me. Number 11. Do you prefer to watch scary movies with others or alone?
To me, it doesn't matter. I'm that guy who everybody gets so into the movie, then I'm the one that scares everybody, makes a noise or whatnot. And then watching it alone is like, whatever, okay, I'll watch it alone.
Yes, and Addie pretty much answered that for me. If I want to actually enjoy the movie, I will watch it alone. If I want it to be torn apart and pointed out, I will watch it with him. Although I very much am intrigued by the special effects and like the makeup, and I've watched those competition shows. So now that I've seen all that, I just find it very interesting. But, and you always know, it's like the music is a dead giveaway when something's going to happen. So it doesn't really matter, but I'm fine either alone or not. Number 12. Do you want to be a vampire, zombie, or werewolf? And why?
A vampire, zombie, or werewolf?
You're not helping me, Frankie.
Well, I would say vampire, zombie, or werewolf.
Rule them out. We always do that too. Which would you least like to be?
I would say a vampire. And the only reason I'd say so is because if you grew up watching Sesame Street, you were watching Count Chocula while eating a bowl, or you were watching The Count while eating a bowl of Count Chocula, and that was fun. So I'd say a vampire.
Well, good. We are still compatible. I do not want to be a werewolf because I already have more than enough body hair I don't want, and I would be hot in a fur coat. Zombies, I don't know. I mean, I know there's been different portrayals of zombies, but for the most part, not my thing. But vampire, Heck yeah, I'm already awake all night. I'm not a big fan of the sun.
Yeah, zombie would be a no. I walk slow enough the way it is.
Yeah, no kidding. The only thing about the vampire is, you know, supposedly whenever you're turned, you stay in that current age and body state. So I would like it to be like magical and, you know, turn into this wonderfully no body aches and all that kind of stuff. But nope, vampire I'll stick with. Number 13, would you participate in the zombie run? So that's like a haunted fun run where there's people, I mean, you're the runners or they have zombies that are part of it. So would you participate and would you be the zombie or the runner?
I would participate. I'm not a runner.
So I guess that means you'd be a zombie.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I would also participate. Not a runner, never been a runner, will never be a runner. I always joke that if a bear is chasing me, I'm better to turn around and try and make friends, that I'm never going to get away. But I don't really, I don't know. I dress up as a zombie and be the one at the water station to give them a banana and some water to the runners. Because I don't like scaring people either, so I don't want to, again, chase them. And if I'm doing the slow zombie thing, I'm never going to catch a runner, so I'll just be the snack girl. Okay, number 14. Do you prefer gory creepy or cute and spooky? Come on, Frankie, seriously.
Gory, creepy, or cute and spooky?
Yep. When you watch your movies, we'll say. Obviously, you're not
cute
thinking.
And spooky, I guess. I mean, I've seen real gory and creepy, so...
Come on, let go. He is just like a child. There, I got him to move. I can try and color some more. Yeah, cute and spooky, better. Like, I don't know how to color this for coloring. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm much easier can figure out the cute and spooky stuff. So that's what I have to say there. And movie-wise, either or is fine. Oh, is that the one I want? Okay, next question. What scares you most about being home alone?
What scares me most about being home alone? That I would fall asleep while cooking something.
He's already done that.
Yep.
Let's just say, don't want to be hard cooking eggs and fall asleep and have all the water evaporate.
Not a good smell.
Not a good smell. I'm really not scared being home alone because for so many years, Eddie was gone. He drove truck over the road, so he'd be gone for like weeks at a time. And I wasn't ever scared of this until he made me aware and scared of it that he would envision, like, if I'm not answering my phone, he's like, oh, you know, I thought you like tripped over a cat, fell down the stairs, and you're at the bottom of the stairs like with a broken neck, or you can't get help because you don't have your phone with you.
Let's tell a story behind that too, when you left your phone on mute.
Okay, story time. So there was a time when Eddie was on the road, and I don't remember why I put my phone on mute, but I did. And I'm sitting there, and it's 11 o'clock at night. This is when I worked the day shift. And all of a sudden, the police officer is knocking on my window, my living room window. And the curtain had been open, so I look over, and his friends, it was a friend of Eddie's, and he's like, he just does like the universal call sign with his hand, call Eddie. So then I'm like, oh, well, that's weird. So I pick up my phone, and it's like 20 missed calls, all from Eddie. And he's envisioning exactly, I like fell down the stairs and I have fallen and I can't get up. So I guess that's the thing. But now I make sure to keep my cell phone with me if I'm going downstairs or upstairs or to the bathroom or anywhere, just in case. I have it on mute. I can still use it in an emergency. So yeah, that's happened. More than once, we'll say. Not that the police had to come check on me, but that I had it on mute when he was trying to call. Okay. Number 16. We're doing pretty good for me. We're only at half an hour.
16.
You're on step 16. I'm like doing my third color, thanks to Frankie. Number 16. Would you rather walk through a cornfield or a forest in the dark?
Cornfield's got to end sometime, so I would say forest.
You'd want the forest?
Yeah, why not? It'd be fun.
You don't have a flashlight or anything. You're in the dark. Okay, well, I have a theme here. I'm going to pick the cornfield because I've walked through treed areas and cobweb in the face.
And cow pasture.
Yeah, it's like, nope. Too many things I can't see. And I'm a rural girl. Rural girl.
Story time.
What? I grew up in the country. A cornfield, all you do is follow the row and you're out. There's an end, and what? There's like deer in there and maybe some mice. I suppose you could get a coyote or something, but
Didn't you have to walk through a minimum maintenance road one time?
That has nothing to do with a cornfield.
And you didn't know what was next to you, like a cow?
Well, there was a field right next to me. A cow could have jumped out and got me.
Well, they're vicious and things, you know.
They're big. They have to be vicious. They're big. Eddie, who invited you? Well, you be in your forest, I'm going to be in my cornfield. Plus, if I get hungry, I can just gnaw on some corn.
There you go.
Got built-in snack. Okay, number 17. If you could make a magic potion, what would it do and what ingredients would it take to make it?
A magic potion. And what ingredients would it take? Any kind of magic potion?
It's a magic potion. It can do whatever you want it to.
I don't know. That's a good question.
So I've had some time to think about this. And I would make a potion that would let you understand any language. Now, you're thinking, Kathy, hello, Google Translate. Well, no, any language, like babies, animals, any language. They could talk to you and you would know what's wrong or what they're thinking. So I would, now, seriously, I've been thinking about this too much because I honestly dreamt about this and I came up with the name for it. And it's called the Language Leveler Potion. That came to me in a dream. And it would need to have in it, I'm going to say red rope licorice, because typically that would tie things, but this is to help you untie. It would need baby formula, because I want to understand what babies are saying. And that sounds more palatable than baby drool, which was my original thought. It would need a snippet of hyena fur, because they're big talkers. And it would be, pop rocks, just because they're fun. That's the only reason we need pop rocks. And you would stir it all up with a cat whisker. I don't know.
Wow. That's detailed, all right.
Do you know me? That's what I would do. Eddie, did you think of your potion yet? What it would do? I mean, do you want to fly, be invisible, have endless pizza? I don't know.
I would say time travel.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And not just like, ahead or behind. Just stop time and then travel also.
So the entire world is stopped except you.
Yeah.
Like frozen. And Eddie's just going about. Doop-doo.
Yep. Sometimes you just need that quietness and non-social time. And just say, you don't want nobody knocking on your bathroom door because you just want that private time, or you just want to, you know, sit down and watch a show of some sort without being interrupted. You never know. There's just every once in a while. Not all the time, I would mind you. But exactly what goes into it, oh, I don't know.
A watch.
A watch, I guess.
Clock. What are those called? The sands of time.
Little sand. An hour. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Hourglass. That's
Hourglass,
what they're called.
Yeah.
Chewed up bubble gum to make it stick. Okay, sorry.
Sure.
I crack myself up.
Little MacGyvering. I don't know. It just be able to travel in time.
Okay, well, I find that interesting. Good answer. Hey, I missed a question somewhere along the line, my dear friends. One of these. What do I always say, Eddie? Where's the one where it's, what was your favorite Halloween costume? Which number was that?
Did you dream that up when you were dreaming about...
No, because you read this. Oh, wait. It's the next one. Hey, guess what? Spoiler number 18. What was your favorite Halloween costume of all time? Oh, my Lord.
My favorite, I got quite a few of them. I told Kathy some of them, and she thought I should have explained a couple of them.
No, we're all adults here. This is
Okay,
an adults.
right. Well, there's two of them. My first one, I dressed up as Superman, but at that, well, let me back up here. At that time, I was serving on our local town ambulance service as a first responder medic, and I had the bright idea that I would dress up as Superman. I would buy some green hair paint or spray, and I had a cane that I borrowed, and then I had a empty green 7-Up bottle. I took the label off of that, and then I grabbed a nasal cannula, which is the hose that you hook up to an oxygen tank and put around a person's nose. And then I had some slippers that I put on. So I taped the green empty 7-Up bottle and made it look like an oxygen tank and put the nasal cannula, attached that to that, and then I just walked in as a old fogey Superman, which got me second prize. The following year, I dressed up.
And I think I'll try and find it. I know I have a picture of him in that costume on my computer, so hopefully you are seeing it now. The next one I do not have a picture of.
And probably not want to.
No.
But the next year, I wanted to one-up it, and so I dressed up all in white, and I just bought some of that fake blood, and I had a white cap on, just a stocking cap, and got a big container of the fake blood, and I poured it over me, and then I took some white rope and attached it to my rear end, and I walked around, and some people got it, and that I was a walking tampon, bloody tampon.
Boy, talk about the creativity. I bet all the girls were like hitting on you that night, weren't they?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I wasn't there for them. So those are interesting, and I did not know Eddie at those times. If you saw my the fall coloring tag that Michaela did, you already saw this, but here's my favorite. there I am in 1994 in my cave girl uniform. And I have a full personal ad below it. So, there you go. I worked at Target at the time, and I had this giant bone, kind of like Pebbles, Flintstone style, tied up in my hair. It was a lot of fun. We didn't have a contest. We were just working. So, that was my favorite one. Okay, we're getting there. Number 19. Who would you rather have as a friend? Michael Myers, Pennywise, Alien, Predator, or Freddy Krueger? And then why would you want that person?
I would say Freddy Krueger. The guy can jump from a person's mind to mind, and it'd be kind of cool to see what people are thinking.
Freddy Krueger? Okay, I have the same answer, but for a different reason. I was thinking, I don't want... Well, I'm already married. Again, I don't think I've shared this, but Eddie is a clown. Like, legit. A clown, makeup, costume, the whole 9 yards. Shut your eyes if you're scared of clowns, because I will also insert a picture of that. He's not a scary clown. So, Pennywise, I'm like, well, I already live with the clown, so I don't want a best friend for a clown. And Alien, Predator, I'm not into sci-fi, so no thank you. Michael Myers, now he is a strong silent type, which for someone like me who talks a lot, might be a good one. But Freddy Krueger, hello, can you imagine crafting with him? He's got the, like, hello, you'd never need scissor. I bet he does them, like, super cool. He could just be, yeah, and he's your friend. And he also likes to be up all night, so we're like besties. Me and Freddy.
That's what I said, Freddy Krueger.
I know, but we had different reasons. Yours was still like, you want to like jump in and out of people's minds. Mine is, no, I just want to stay up all night and craft with you, Freddy. Okay, so number 20 question, I'm actually going to bow out of and not complete this because it's who are 3 people you would like to participate in this? And everyone I can think of has already done it or has been tagged and either will be doing it or won't be doing it. So I am leaving it open. If you are like me and dragging to get this filmed at the end, do it. You don't think the way tags work, FYI, if you've never done one, you don't have to be tagged to do them. Anyone can do them. It's simply a fun way to do a video, get to know a little bit about each other, and yeah, that's really all we got going on here. And maybe you learn a little bit too much about each other. But hey, it's all in fun. So if you would like to do this tag, please go for it. You can say I tagged you. Just remember to give Emma and Corey the credit when you do your tag. Did you finish yours?
Yep.
He has an extra part. He's not done.
No, there's always extra parts in Legos.
In Legos and car mechanics?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I got this much done of my girl. Juliana. We'll see. Well, you'll see this on Instagram when I finish it, because it will be, like I said, it's a buddy color I am working on. But there you go, friends. Look at that. We made it under an hour. 45 minutes, but under an hour. And I apologize. I'm sure there was more bouncing around than usual.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Because it's just the way my setup is. And it's just the way it is. I can't apologize because it's the only way I can be set up.
Maybe we should put a disclaimer at the beginning to take some, anti-motion sickness pills.
Right. But it's, right, with the two of us, I know it was bouncing around because it's clamped right onto the table. And at this point, this is my setup. So hopefully most of you were coloring your own pictures and just shaking your head going, you guys are so wacky. But anyway, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us here at Spicy Cat Jams. Oh, wait, nope, SpiceyCatColors. Oh, faux pas. I haven't slept for about, I don't know how many hours, so I slipped into my other channel mode. Thank you for stopping at Spicy Cat Colors. Special thank you to Mr. Spicy, who is a little bit shaken in his boots with the amount of money he's going to have to pay out thanks to everybody that's buddy coloring with me this month. Of course, I have to finish them, and I am not even a fourth of the way through, and it is the 17th. I think we're past midnight. It's the 18th now. So I got a lot of work to do. So anyway, anything else you'd like to say, mister?
Nope.
Okay. We'll see if we can get him to come again. He has more Lego to put together.
I do, yes.
Oh!
I don't know if I want to open them because they're about 10, 15 years old.
Oh, I thought he was like, I do, meaning he had something extra to say. No, he doesn't want to open any more Lego.
I do have more Legos, but they're still in the box, and she bought them for me when we were still dating. And so, I as much as I love Legos, I like collecting them, but I also like keeping them in a box. This one I opened up because I have another one like that in a box yet, still.
It was a duplicate.
Yeah, this is a duplicate.
Okay. Well, we'll maybe, one day I'm going to get him to color with me. Or not. Maybe he'd like...
Probably... Maybe that's what we'll do. Suggestions on a fun coloring book for a guy. Now, not into this stuff. I am more into these or vehicles, cars. Some cars, not the fancy sport cars, but like more the classic cars.
Oh, they have Star Wars. They have all kinds of...
Maybe that's what I'll have to find, like more the classic
There's a
cars.
Family Guy coloring book. I have the Bob's Burger coloring book.
Yeah, something along those lines, yeah. I think that would work great. And but the classic cars, maybe I'll have to look and see what's out there for classic cars.
Add it to the wish list, Eddie. Amazon wish list, and you never know.
Will do.
Okay, friends, we're going to let you go. Thank you again for hanging out with us. You know I appreciate each and every one of you. And in case nobody has told you lately, you matter. You're beautiful. You are amazing. Whether you are gory and creepy or cute and spooky, you make this world a better place. So thanks for hanging out. Later.